Hello, how are you guys doing? So I wanted to come in here just to give you some of the updates that has happened in the last month on Instagram. So we're going to go over the first one. And the first one is that now you're able to follow hashtags, which is great. So what does that mean to you? So now, if there's a hashtag that you are constantly using and you know that you follow, you have people from there that you follow, now you can actually follow the actual hashtag. And what's going to happen is that the most popular post in that hashtag, once you follow it, so once I click follow, let's say that I'm using She Means Business. Once I click follow, the most popular post for this hashtag is going to be populated on my feed. So what that means for you now is that you should try and see how you can make sure that you have great engagement on your post, make sure that you have great likes on your post, and that way you're able to eventually hit the top post. Once you're able to hit the top post, what's going to happen is that there's an advantage for that, because you're going to be able to be seen by more people that usually will not be able to see you. So there's a chance, there's more likely of you being able to be seen, okay, by those who normally will not see you, all right? So try to make sure that you make posts that are engaging and that are up there with the likes as well, because that's important if you're trying to get into a particular hashtag, all right? So I'm gonna follow this because I don't follow She Means Business. I used it as an example, and you know, we are reading this book, which is an amazing book. So the second update that Instagram has is that now they have shorter viewable caption. So what that means is if you go to your news feed, let me find one. Let's see. Okay, so let's say that this is one of the hashtags that I follow, Perfectly Imperfect, okay? And let's say that this post interests me. Now you're going to see right here, it says all twisted up, and then click on more, right? So before on IG, you're able to put about 2,200 characters, okay, on IG. Of that, about 85 characters used to be seen on your news feed, all right, on the caption. Now they shortened that. So if there's a particular post that interests you, all right, you're going to want to click on more, and you're going to want to know more about it, okay? So that is one of the things that Instagram has changed, shorter captions, and that will bring in more interest, more engagement. So the third update that they did is that you can archive your IG stories. And the great thing about this is that any of us who are business owners can give a glimpse into our business using IG stories, using the new archiving that they have, okay, the highlights. And what I did last month was that I made a video. If you have 10,000 or over followers, you're given an option to link a YouTube video that you've made onto your stories, okay? And when you do that, then what happens is that whoever's watching your stories and you let them know to swipe up, they're able to access that YouTube link and watch your video. So the great thing about this is that because of this, it helped me a lot. It got me a lot of interest, especially when I did the interview, okay, the transformation. It got me a lot of interest because a lot of people were curious and they wanted to know more about what I was doing and how to join my challenge group. So what I would suggest is to use this as a sneak peek into your business. Can you do some personal things? Yes, you can, but just don't bombard it only with personal things. Use it more for your business to give that little insight that on your stories, on your actual posts, on your IG, you don't give, okay? So the fourth update, oh, and one more thing. One of the great things as well is that you can link a couple of stories. You can actually put a couple of stories and it will show like one story. So that's another great thing that you can do when you're archiving, all right? So the fourth, okay, update that they did is the auto-populated comment bars. So if we go back to our IG, to the news feed, what's going to happen is that let's say that I stay on this for more than 2 seconds, you're going to see that a comment bar just populated there automatically. So if you have noticed that you're receiving more engagement, that you're getting more comments on your post, is because someone found your post interesting. They stayed on it for more than 2 seconds. They read what it is that you your caption, and they decided, you know what, let me comment. And the great thing about it is that it just automatically populates. And within actually I did the timing and it was about 4 seconds. So within 4 seconds, it populates automatically. Let's do another one. Okay, so right here, and you will see that it will populate right there. Okay, it populated the comment bar, and it makes it easy for someone to just make a comment, all right? And that's one of the things that IG updated. So like that, it makes it easier. If you find something that's interesting, you can just comment on it right away and keep it moving from there, all right? So those are the updates right now for IG. And I wanted to go over one thing that I've been getting from you guys that you wanted to know more from, and that's the follow app. When it comes to iPhone, I use Captivate right now, okay? If you don't have an iPhone, I know Captivate doesn't work if you don't have an iPhone. So for Androids, I would suggest Followers. I did look that one up, and it looks like it's really good. Followers, and there's another one that's Cleaner, that you can also use. So Captivate is really good. When I first wanted to get over 10,000, this is what I used. So if you go into Captivate, it has Discover, it has Search, okay, on the bottom, it has Following, and then Settings, okay? So what I do is, let's say I'm gonna put Mama Juana, okay, which is a restaurant. So let's say that I want to copy their followers, okay? The first thing that you need to do, guys, is make sure you're following the actual account that you wanna copy their followers from. So once you do that, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go into Actions. You're gonna go into Copy User Followers. Once you do that, your screen will be populated with all of their followers, okay? If you want to do it manually, you can. And sincerely, before I wasn't doing it manually. All I was doing was just doing a quick select and doing a select all, and it will load whatever the screen takes. So this screen is only taking 162 followers right now, but there are many more, and you'll see that once you just continue to swipe up, you're going to see that there's more. And then you will do Action, and then you will click on Follow, okay? Now, I don't want to do that, because now what I do is deselect all. Now what I do is I just go through them, and let's say that I want to follow this person right here, okay? I'll just press on it, and okay, so her actual IG is private, and that's fine because we do follow private, okay? And I read her bio. She likes the gym. She's a believer, and you know, I love her quote. So what would I do? Just click on follow, okay? So what I would do over here, what I would do over here is click right there, okay? So I will continue doing that. Let's say that I want to do her, let's say her. So what I would do is click on action, follow, okay? And it's going to say start now. And it's going to tell you right there, are you sure you want to follow 4 selected users? Yes, because those are the 4 that I did, right? So I'm going to click start now. So once I click start now, then that's it. It's going to follow them. And if they accept, then they'll accept. If they don't, then they don't. Now, let me unselect them. Let me select them. Okay, so then what happens now? Let's say that I do more than 100. Let me just show you over here on settings. On my settings, I have it set as maximum batch action to 100, okay? Now, my advice, do not follow more than 100 every hour. Do not do that because, first of all, this is not going to let you do it. And second of all, you run the risk of getting either locked out from your IG, or, you know, you run the risk of them shutting you down. So you have to be very careful with that. Just if you want to do less than that, all you need to do is just click on it, okay? And let's say you can do 50 if you want, okay? And you could do like 50 every hour or so. That's fine, all right? Or if you want a custom, okay, you can do 75 and it would change it, all right? So I'm going to put it back to 100 where I had it, okay? So now what's going to happen is, let's go back to Mama Juana, okay? And remember that we did copy user followers, okay? And quick select all. So it's going to select exactly what I have here, okay? Which is 161 loaded, all right? Then I'm going to hit action and I'm going to click on follow, all right? So I'm not going to do it now because I don't want to follow all these people. However, once I click on follow, because it's over 100, what's going to happen is that the 61 is going to go into a pending file, okay? And then 100 of it, they're going to automatically start following the 100. So where is the pending file? I'll show you. Everything is under settings. So go under setting and it'll go into the pending queue. So you see I have people pending here. So once the 100 is done, I usually wait like an hour or so. Sometimes this does it automatically. Sometimes for whatever reason it doesn't. So I go to actions, click on execute local actions. Are you sure you want to execute the local actions? Yes. Click on yes. And as you can see, it will start following. Completed 50 actions. And now if I go, it's 6581, right? So if I go like this, it didn't change, but it should have changed. Okay, so it didn't change, but it will start following, okay? It will start following from there. So that's how you do Captivate, guys. I hope that this video has helped you. And if you guys have any questions, please comment below and I'll be more than happy to help you. Have a good one, guys. Bye.